What's good? What's good? I'm with the man of the day. My boy since day one. Since elementary, West Side in the house. My boy Zach Moore, aka Fat Daddy. I ain't gonna lie, man. Since we were little kids in the West Side playing basketball, man. So just as far as growing up in Douglas and now in college life, so how has it been growing for the football players since you was a kid growing up until now?
Well, the transition, it's always a transition between, every level and every step of the way you go. But like, far as, I still, maintain the love of the game. So like, the transition is just, became easy, So like, then when it's just like basically the competition. Like, so when you get, high school, you're always the man,
Yeah.
And then, when you get to college, it's just like, there are more athletes, and then you get the opportunity to compete against them. So it's just like, the transition, it's just always been, that's the major part.
And in high school, but you was a big time recruit, man. But Troy came out of college with Detroit D1.
Yeah.
Like, you was the man in high school. I remember like in high school, for every play, Zach Moore in tackle. Like, you was just somebody who always was hungry, always gave it all on the field, always balled no matter what. The game, you always balled. The brighter the lights, you always balled, man. So from just you always being the best in high school, how was your transition from going to college and you got guys as good as you or better than you, and knowing you got to work harder and put more time and work into the sport you love?
It was just like, I just had to, step my game up. So every day I tried to motivate myself and take the initiative to be like, there are guys as good as you. I'm not the biggest guy, because I mean, in high school I was, 205, 215 maybe on a good day.
Yeah.
And now you got guys that's 225 that can actually run, and 225, 230. You know what I'm saying? That can actually run just as good as I am. So I took the initiative every day. Try to get better at something.
Knowing you a Blazer, man. In 2 more weeks, y'all have the biggest game of the season. 8-0 versus West Georgia. Both of y'all undefeated. So this right here probably comes down to who has home field advantage for the playoffs.
Home field advantage.
So what's y'all team's approach in winning this game and preparing for this big game versus this powerhouse y'all playing?
Well, I mean, as far as it's still, just head to head, but we can't lose ourselves in this process. It's always a process. Our coach even talked about it. You can ask Coach Bell. It's a process. So like, we have to take every day to prepare. It's a big stage. We got 2 crosstown rivals. Valdosta State, West Georgia, and it's going to determine who win the conference. So it's I think every day we should just take a chip. Take a chip on our shoulder, and try to prove every day that we want to be the team that's on top.
Because knowing 2012, BHU did win the title in 2012. That was, I think, 6 years ago, I think. So what's the kind of, is it pressure on y'all this year, you feel like, for as trying to win a title, or you feel like it's just normal?
Well, I think there is a standard, as being a Valdosta State Blazer, there's a standard that we take, an initiative that, we are winners, so like, I don't think it's a pressure, but, you do have that urge and, that sense of urgency, I would say, to actually, okay, I need to compete at the highest level, every play, every snap.
Okay, so if y'all win this game, when y'all win this game, because I'm a V-State Blazer, we gonna win this game. We got you, best linebacker in the conference. Yeah, I said it, Zach Moore, a beast. I love my boy here. Like, far after the season, have you thought about ending the draft or thinking about it, or just, is it a thought in your head, like trying to just end the draft and see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, that crosses my mind every day, especially, with being, coming from high school, being a Division I recruit, they tell you that you have that next level, the next level factors and the size. So yeah, it's not a day that thought don't come to mind, but I just take it one day at a time, and I'm gonna pray on it, man, and after
always
just see what
God
it is.
keep God first.
Yes,
always,
sir.
man. Just leave it in God's hands and see what happens, though. But I feel like you have the skill set, you have the talent, and you really are dedicated to your craft. And I know you see when we were kids, man. You always, like from rec league, middle school, high school, college, you got better every year. I feel like if you went to or thought about entering the draft, you would even get better as far as your game, because your level of play raises every level you play. And most athletes don't do that. Some is just they get satisfied with just being complacent. Never be complacent. You always got to get better and stay humble. And you always stay humble since day one. I've known you, never been cocky type of guy. Man, I'm the best. So like your play dictates that, and you just show by example, lead by example. That's something that I love about you, and you just keep getting better with it. And you know, since you a football my guy, I'm gonna switch it up to the NFL.
Okay.
What's your pick as far as the Super Bowl?
Okay, you know, I'm a Falcon fan first and foremost, you know, but you know it's not going as well as we thought it would at first. But I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, because Tyreek Hill, Bo Hill,
Yeah, Patrick
you know,
Mahomes too.
Yeah,
Hometown though.
they got a high power offense, you know, and that's if you can score in the NFL.
Defense, about the defense though.
Okay, defenses.
Defense kind of weak though right now.
Yeah, but still, like, if they can manage the game, you know, the offense is going to take care of, you know, most of that. So I'm going to go with Kansas City Chiefs. New England always is in there. I don't think that's going to change until Belichick decides to retire. Who else?
By the NFC.
NFC, maybe the Redskins and
Redskins.
The Redskins.
Where you get the Redskins from, man?
Maybe the Redskins, because they lead in the division.
So you think they'll beat the Rams, the Saints?
No, I don't. But I mean, you gotta consider them a contender if they lead in the division.
You're right. They got a tough division as far as going with I think the Eagles, the Cowboys, and it's some of the team. I remember right now. Off the top of my head, but you got the Redskins. I thought you about to say somebody else.
My thing is too. You gotta think about the Eagles. Eagles, yeah.
They're sure
I get
right
the Eagles.
Now.
They might have a chance too, but you know, I mean, they got a good quarterback, but they still have to maintain and put everything together. It's just like, you know, just playing in college. You got to take it week by week, day by day.
Yeah, you're right. You are preparing yourself, and because in sports, man, anything is possible. Anything is possible. But for us right now, the Eagles are struggling, man. I think they're 2-3 right now. They blew a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter last Sunday versus the Panthers.
Oh, so
they blew a 17-point lead. So right now, I think Philly, of course, they're the champs.
Yeah.
And I think, of course, they can get on a win streak. But right now, I got to put the Rams over them in the NFC, the Saints, the Panthers, and those my to the NFC. As far as the AFC, it's just, to me, it's just the Chiefs and the Patriots.
Yeah.
The Jazz struggling right now. The Jaguars were my
they
pick.
did.
Blake Bortles playing like garbage,
Yeah.
like straight garbage.
And then you got to think about it. When you playing a Super Bowl, when you playing a defending champs, you know, you're going to get everybody's best every week, regardless if it's the Titans. You're going to get their best.
Right.
So, you know, it's going to be tough for them to get back to, you know, the Super Bowl, because now they're getting everybody, you know, now they established that they the best team in the league. They're going to get everybody's best.
Okay, so why do you think it's so hard in sports to repeat in football? Because it's very rare seeing teams go back-to-back in the NFL. Why is it so hard, in your opinion?
Okay, first, you know, when it comes to X's and O's, you know, if it works, coaches tend to, you know, stay, you know, stick to those tendencies. So then, you know, you coming into the next year, they rehearse those tendencies. Like every team prepare against, you know, certain things they run to their success. So when you got it in muscle memory, it's easier to play against it, because now you know where the ball's gonna be exactly, and you know how the play gonna, you know, unravel. So then you just got, you know, better teams. You get, you know, trades, you get draft picks, injuries, you know, people, you know, it's the next person up. So then you got better players. So it's they prepared, they got better players, and you know, I mean, it just depends on the team and what type of leadership they bring to the table.
You're right, man. But I just wanted to find out because it seems like every year in football, a team can't go back to back. The last team went back to back with the Patriots in the 04-05 season with Tom Brady and Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
So in football, it's definitely hard. Basketball is hard, but I think in football, as far as repeating, I think it's harder.
Yeah.
Because in football, the best team don't always win,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Because in basketball, it's a 7-game series.
Yeah.
Football is 1 game.
Yeah.
If you have one bad game in the playoffs and lose, that's it.
That's it.
So you got to bring your A game, every night. So football, in my opinion, will always be the best sport. Number 1 in my opinion. And far as I think now it's getting a little soft. As far as the quarterback rule.
Okay.
You can't even. You've been a defensive player,
Yeah.
a defensive end. How do you feel about like you can't basically being a quarterback? I can't hit you.
Yeah.
I can't land on you.
Uh-huh.
If I land on you, it's a flag.
Yeah.
I get penalized. It hurts my team. How do you feel about that, in your opinion?
Well, yeah, I do think it has, a major effect on how, I guess you line up and try to attack, you corner. I guess, the way you attack the quarterback, because now you can't just lunge into him. You can't dive on top of him. If he get rid of the ball, you can't touch him. You can't land on him, because like a lot of teams use that as an intimidation factor. Okay, even if the quarterback get the ball off, I can still hit him. So then he know next time he line up and take that snap, I'm smacking you in the mouth, regardless if you got the ball or not. Now they doing these protocols to protect that, and which it has its effect. And I feel like being a defensive player, it makes you hesitant, like to the slightest bit. Which in the game of football, when you hesitate, it gives that quarterback an extra second to make a play, and which is easier on him.
Okay, I got one last question, man. Y'all playing West Georgia in 2 weeks. What's your prediction for the score?
Prediction.
Just give me predictions. Like you think it's gonna be 28-14, a blowout, a close game. What's your prediction for the score?
I think it's gonna be 35-21.
35-21. Of course, y'all win.
Yeah.
We better win this game. We
Yeah.
home, got the crowd behind us, undefeated, and I think we will pull this out
Yes,
and be
sir.
9-0 and win the division.
10-0.
10-0, my fault.
Yeah.
Good talking to you, man. But Zach Moore here, day one. I love
Yes, sir.
y'all. Peace.